in the Twilight series, and now she's starring in the Woody Allen film Cafe Society. Please welcome the incredibly talented Kristen Stewart.
You made it through the gauntlet.
That was kind of, yeah, that was treacherous for some reason. It's the shoes.
You made it safely.
You know what? You are so cool, though. Like, even your walk-in, that was cool. Like, you high-fived. You didn't miss a single hand. When I high-five, there's like a 97% chance I'm going to miss.
No, I was nervous about that, trust me.
Really?
I was definitely thinking that. I think it would have been much more efficient to maybe just keep my hand out.
Like that?
Yeah, and then I was like...
But there was a personal connection.
Yeah, exactly.
A hand for you.
Hello.
A hand for you.
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't realize that both of your parents were in the entertainment business.
Oh, really? Yeah, we've never talked about that. That's crazy.
I mean, I feel like I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
So your dad was a stage manager.
Yeah.
And your mom was a script supervisor?
Yeah.
Wow. So, you know, the script supervisor, when I worked on a TV show, it was like the bane of my existence because I could never remember my lines. And the script supervisor would say, you know, you screwed up that last line. I'd be like, I know!
Right.
And she'd say, it's said this way. I go, I know if I could remember it, I wouldn't have screwed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your mom has, like, the toughest job, don't you think?
Totally. I mean, you're like sort of the keeper of the Bible. You're sort of, yeah, everyone's go-to.
So when you went into show business, did she say to you, learn your lines?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think it was more like I'm really, really terrible with continuity. I never ever think about it. I'm always like drinking this hand, like, yeah, super impulsive and really annoying to technicians, probably. So yeah, I've never worked with her, but I'm sure that she would probably annoy me too. I'd be like, Mom, it's not about that. It's not hard.
Do you feel like you started when you were so young? Do you feel like you were more comfortable on a set because your parents were involved in the business, or they were more comfortable letting you get started at such a young age?
I think conversely, they were uncomfortable. They were like, this is a bad idea, Chris. Like, it's not necessarily something you're gonna love. Like, I wasn't the most actory type of kid. I really wanted to be on set. Like, I wanted to be a pirate. I wanted to be like a member of the crew. I wanted to have a job. Like, they just came home having, like, they're clearly wearing the hours that they've spent at work, and like, you know,
see it on them.
Yeah,
the work.
Yeah.
And you found that appealing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
so that's like why I wanted
interesting.
to. Yeah.
And I also heard that you don't really like to read your scripts too much beforehand. Does that affect your performance? You like to be more spontaneous with your stuff, or?
Yeah, I just don't work a whole lot beforehand, unless it's like shedding of whatever little things that make me sort of distinctly me. But I really want to get to the, like, I don't want to hide behind characters and feel like I'm not myself. I want to be like as absolutely visible and sort of like seen as possible.
Wow.
So I don't want to like construct anything. I love the feeling of being like, how did that happen? And like stumbling on it. And so I don't want to know anything. Like.
But so what happens if you work with a director who wants you to like really delve deep and get into it and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse? Then do you have a conflict, or you just find common ground somehow?
Yeah, nobody's ever made me do that.
Oh, well, you must be pretty good doing it your way then, right? I mean, otherwise...
Yeah, rehearsal doesn't always mean like running lines.
Yeah.
Rehearsal is just like getting on the same page and like figuring out why you've all been drawn to this thing and like meditating on a subject.
Yeah.
I'm like, but yeah.
But I love that you keep that spontaneity in your performance, because it feels so fresh, and we're discovering all these moments with you.
Yeah, Cafe Society, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
We got to come back. But when we come back, we'll find out what it's like taking direction and working with Woody Allen.
That's a scene from Cafe Society starring Kristen Stewart. So what's Woody Allen like as a director? Like, tell me, because, you know, Fred broke into his office last night.
Have you been to that screening room?
No.
Oh, you should take a hat. Apparently they're just there for you to borrow.
Yeah. What's he like?
He's funny. He makes fun of me a lot.
He does?
Yeah. He loves to call me out, which I appreciate, actually. He's really not precious with his actors. He really, like, I think it's a sort of test to see if he likes you, if you can take it, and you're not like, my precious ego is like hurting so badly.
When someone like Woody Allen casts you in a movie, and you join this incredible pantheon of actors who've worked with him, does it give you a sense of confidence? Like, oh my gosh, like, he sees, like, is that able to sustain his barbs because you know that he put you in one of his films and so believes in you?
Yeah, it's rad. I mean, you know, you feel that like with every movie you make. Like, I sort of would prefer to sort of like audition, even though I haven't had to in a long time, because that. Just knowing that somebody went, exactly. It's like it's not just because of who you are, because you like get the movie greenlit or whatever, which sometimes like I definitely think, you know, could possibly be like why people ask me to do stuff. And so it's like it really takes a meeting where you just go, oh, we are drawn to this for the same reason, and it is very clear. So I auditioned for it, and so I sort of felt like validated in getting the part.
And has he? You know, you're about to start your first directing foray. Did he influence you, or is your style are you taking from all the directors that you've worked with, or do you have your own style? Or do you not know yet?
I don't know.
Tell me everything. Tell me everything.
Because, you know, Fred directs, too.
Oh, yeah?
So you can ask Fred for directing.
Sit like this.
Okay.
It really commands respect. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And point.
This
Point
is
a lot.
actually better. Yeah.
And when in doubt, and here's my 2 cents. When in doubt, wear a baseball cap, because they tend to wear baseball caps a lot.
I actually feel you. I got excited about thinking about like what I'm gonna wear while we shoot, because usually I'm like, oh, I'm in a wardrobe, and it's like all about, and I'm like, I don't have to do any of the things. I can literally just
dress like yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. It's incredible. Well, go see Kristen Stewart in Cafe Society. It opens Friday in Los Angeles and New York, and across the country in 2 weeks. Kristen Stewart, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here.
She's smart. She's funny. She's lovely. She's here. Please welcome Kate McKinnon.
You want me to hold it? I'll hold it. That was amazing. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, hi.
Oh no, I don't want to mess up that flow.
That was amazing.
I think it's great that so many of your close friends and family were sitting right there.
That's good.
That you could embrace them.
You know,
Yeah, those are my girls. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Good to see you.
every time you come on our show, you have an amazing entrance. Do you choreograph your own routines, or like how?
What?
Like today it was very like crotch centric. Lots of like deep squats. There was squatting.
Baby girl, it's always crotch centric over here.
Yeah,
No, I don't choreograph. I cannot do choreographed
it's
movement.
all on the.
Except for the Backstreet Boys dance.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But that's it. No, I can't.
You just gotta
memorize the
feel
foot.
it.
Yeah.
It does come from the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time
crotch,
it was
yes.
more subtle. Last
Really?
time. Yeah, take a look.
I don't remember.
Last time.
Please remind me.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember that? You're the only person that when you come on the show, we have the cameras rolling at every angle to capture you at every angle walking in, because we love it so much.
I have no conscious memory of that. I must have been on something or in a daze.
Yeah. Good. We love
That looks
Yeah.
funny watching it back. I would apologize, but
No,
I'm not gonna.
No, I think everything you do, and I'm such a fan of yours on the show, in the movie.
Lifelong savage head,
Stop
gotta
it.
say.
No,
Oh my God.
Kate.
This is
But
wild.
everything you do is interesting.
Are they
Lifelong.
called Savage Heads?
Yeah.
His fans?
I call myself a savage head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have big heads that we sell on the website
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
that people wear at events.
They're my pillows in bed at night.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So you grew up on Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you ever get home to Long Island?
Usually guys
like
apply. Who's from Long Island?
No, you ever go?
Yeah, there you go. Get a little.
That's all right.
You ever
There's
go
not, there's
home?
not a ton to cheer about. No, I go visit my beloved mom all the time. Hi, Mama.
Oh.
I think she's watching.
Yeah, how is your mom?
Oh, she's great.
Yeah?
Oh, God, I love her. She's so funny.
And how's your baby?
Oh, my son, who is a cat. He's good. You know, I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac. Gotta
Yeah.
be real. And so I have tried to stop that in myself, but I've transferred it over to him. So I take him to the vet way too often. I just took him to the vet because he was eating just ever so slightly less than usual. So I took him to the vet, and he was not happy. And then, like, $100 later,
Yeah.
he ate.
Yeah.
I brought him right home and he ate.
So maybe he just wasn't hungry.
Maybe. I'm a nut. What can I say?
Did they
Rebecca?
put the thermometer in his rear end? Because I find that
They
once
took
that
him in
happens,
the back.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what they did to him back there.
Well, I'm going to tell you, they put a thermometer there, and that'll fix anything.
Poor guy. He was wet when he came out. I don't know with what, but
That'll get your appetite back.
It really
It's just
will.
the wrong
Yeah,
way. Yeah, I always am hungry afterwards.
Well, listen, we have to take a commercial break. We're going to find out what happens when you put four funny ladies together in one movie. Hey, we'll be right back. Amazing. That's Kate McKinnon and Ghostbusters. This could be my favorite cast ever. It is the perfect cast.
wow.
Don't you think?
Thank you. I'll text them and tell you said so. Because I have their phone numbers.
All of their phone numbers?
You have their personal phone
Most
numbers?
of them, yeah.
Yeah. And theirs are like their people's.
No, their phone numbers.
Really?
There's a text chain.
Is there really?
Yes. It began the day that we finished because we were crying so hard, the four of us huddled together, and we were just like, we write each other every day. And we do. We do.
And you do?
Yeah.
Are you, like, once you had that experience, because I would think that going to work on that set every day would just be joyful. Right?
Mama, yes.
Mama, right. So do you think, are you now going, we have to find another project, we all have to work together all the time?
Oh my goodness. I don't want to work, I just want to have a slumber party with them. I planned the snacks already.
But of this incredible cast, you are such a standout. You're so funny. As Holtzman, just tell people who don't know the movie or this version of it. Tell them about Holtzman, about your character.
Remember how I walked out here? That's
Right.
like what the character is.
With goggles.
Yes.
Right.
I think it's normal, but she's obviously a total nut, but a joyful nut who loves her friends and loves science. And what's wrong with that?
I love that the director, Paul Feig, said that he wanted a glorious weirdo, and that you were the first person he thought of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a euphemism for covered in cat hair. And he found the right gal.
I'm so excited to see this movie. It opens in theaters at IMAX tomorrow.